Hello, this is James again from TrustStart, and we're here at the Executive Terminal to talk to you about how the business trust can help you avoid business identity theft, and also even more dangerous is Secretary of State fraud. So what is business identity theft and Secretary of State fraud all about? Well, business identity theft is kind of similar to what you have when you have personal identity theft. They steal your information, your credentials, they impersonate you, and then they go and they take loans out against your property. In some cases, they can go rent real estate, take out loans, use your lines of credit, access your bank accounts. There's just a number of problems that go along with business identity theft, similar to what you have with personal. Now, the other part of this is the Secretary of State fraud. Now, this is a new phenomenon. It's kind of quiet. A lot of people haven't heard about it, but it is really a serious issue. And the problem with Secretary of State fraud, or what is it, I guess I should say, is that people will actually go and look up a corporation and look up an LLC, and they'll find all of the details about that company. And sometimes what they'll do, these thieves will do, is that they will go and they will do an amended filing for your officers or for the managers of your LLC. So they've now replaced their own people to take over the position of you or your buddy at the company in the Secretary of State's records. Okay, this is really a big problem. Let me just give you one example of how expensive this was. There was a company up in Nevada, and it was an LLC called Caballos del Oro Estates. And they had bought property a number of years ago, a large piece of land. It sat for a while, undeveloped, and so they let it sit. It was owned free and clear. It was a multi-million-dollar parcel they were going to build on at some point in the future. So what happened was that these thieves went and found the information about the LLC on the Secretary of State's office. They also found that the company, this LLC, owned this parcel of land because they looked it up in the recorder's records. Okay, so you've got these two huge databases that exist that are public. People don't really know that it's public. Anyhow, so what they did was they replaced the manager of this LLC, this Caballos, and then they went and got loans. And then a couple of years down the line, the loan default started. So now the original guys are finding out that they got a loan and the property's been transferred and they're now in default. So it was a big mess to get cleaned up. Okay, well, the guys that got the loan against the property, because they had replaced themselves as a manager, now it validated them to be able to get a title policy, a lender's title policy. I mean, yes, this is really real. And then subsequent to that, what they did was that they actually, now that they're the manager of the LLC, they deeded it to another LLC. Secretary of State, they don't hear you. They don't talk to you about this. Okay, look, the system is the system. You file this, and that's what it is. There's no recourse that you can get from the Secretary of State. Now you're sort of at the point where you're going to have to look at the Secretary of State's records every day to see if your officers or your managers have been replaced, because the Secretary of State does not have a function built into it to notify you when there's a change. One of the questions that comes up, well, what do I have to do if I am the victim, if my business is the victim of business identity theft? Well, now you've got to notify all your creditors. You got to talk to Dun & Bradstreet. You got to talk to Equifax, Experian. You got to notify everybody. And then if there's really some serious breach and there's some serious money gone, now you're going to have to take time out of talking to customers and make some kind of a written record. You're going to have to file a police report. You're going to have to get an attorney to clean up all this stinking mess. And the Secretary of State, again, is not going to tell you about this. You're going to have to, they find out about it and do something about it after you file a police report, and then the police report is shared with the Secretary of State. So to sum all this up, this is a real risk. These are real situations. You go look this stuff up yourself. If you want to avoid it, then use a business trust, because a business trust is not registered with the Secretary of State. So nobody can look your business trust up. That's the whole reason. That's why people come to us. We use the business trust. You can get great benefits that you have with corporations and LLCs. You also got tax classifications, multiple tax classifications that you can get with it. So that's your alternative. That's your safer alternative to your corporations and LLCs these days, given identity theft and also given the Secretary of State fraud. Your safety in these business situations is having a strategy in advance. And this is why clients come to us. They look to us to ask the strategic questions. That's how you get your safety. and that is you pre-plan, you think in advance. Privacy and strategy go hand in hand. Well, we hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you here today. And if you have any further questions or would like to explore this further, go and take a look at the link that we have on the website billings.ch. And there's some information there. If you'd like to explore working with us, go to that site, and then we'll be in touch with you. Thank you very much.